Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Let me tell you something right from the start. I've never lived in an English-speaking country, not even for a week. No summer camp, no language exchange, no study abroad program. And yet today, I speak English fluently. I work with English speakers. I even think in English most of the time. So, how did I do it? That's what this story is about. I want to share the full journey, step by step, from zero to fluency, with all the real stuff, the struggles, the small wins, the embarrassing mistakes, and the things that actually helped. So, get comfortable, and maybe take notes if you want. And if you prefer reading, you'll find a link to the text version of my story in the description below. Let's go back to the beginning. I grew up in a small town where nobody really spoke English. We had English classes in school, of course, but they were, let's just say, boring. Our teacher made us memorize verbs and translate random sentences like, "My uncle has a green car." Nobody ever said anything like that in real life. So I did what most kids did. I studied enough to pass the tests, then I forgot everything right after. But there was one thing I did love: video games. And many of the games I liked were in English. I didn't understand most of it, but I started to guess things by context. For example, if I saw the words "game over," I didn't need a dictionary to understand I just lost. That was probably the first seed planted in my brain. Even though I didn't know it at the time, I was already learning from context. Fast forward to college. I was studying engineering, and suddenly I noticed something. Almost all the best resources were in English. The forums, the tutorials, the research papers, English, English, English. At that moment, I realized if I don't learn English, I'll be left behind. That was the first time I had real motivation. Not just get a good grade, but learn this skill because it will change my life. I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it, but I was ready to commit. So let me walk you through the exact steps I took, phase by phase, to go from zero to fluent without ever leaving my country. Here's how I learned English. Phase 1. Daily English, no matter what. I made one simple rule for myself. Do something in English every single day. No excuses, even 10 minutes. But it had to be daily. At first, that meant watching short YouTube videos in English, reading Reddit posts, even if I didn't get half of it, listening to music and Googling lyrics. I didn't understand everything, and that's okay, because the goal wasn't to understand everything. The goal was to make English part of my life every day. One trick I used. I changed my phone and computer to English. So, I'd see words like settings, notifications, battery saver, every time I used my phone. Phase 2. Listening, listening, listening. The biggest game changer for me was audio. I started listening to podcasts. At first, I didn't understand much. It was like noise. But I kept going. I would listen while walking, cleaning, cooking, any free moment. One of my first favorite podcasts was The English We Speak from BBC Learning English, short episodes with one phrase each. Later, I moved on to TED Talks, short audiobooks, slow English YouTube channels. But the one that truly changed the way I learn and enjoy English is a channel called 10 Minutes a Day. Let me tell you, if you're learning English and want to improve your listening, pronunciation, and even the way you think, this channel is a gold mine. Every episode tells a true or realistic story in simple, clear American English. The pronunciation is perfect, the voice is calm and easy to follow, and the storytelling is so good that it keeps you hooked from the first second to the last. And it's not just English practice. It's stories about real people, great ideas, life lessons, funny situations, cultural facts, even bits of history and science. So every time you listen, you're not only improving your English, you're literally becoming smarter. I wish I had found this channel earlier. It would have saved me a ton of time and effort. And the best part? Each episode is only about 10 minutes long. You can finish one while waiting for coffee, walking your dog, or commuting. I honestly recommend subscribing right now, because if you watch 10 minutes a day consistently, your English will get better, and so will your understanding of the world. It's not just learning English, it's learning how to think, speak, and grow, all at once. Do yourself a favor. Make this channel a part of your daily routine. So, here's a tip for you from Phase 2. Don't pause and translate every word. Let your brain get used to the sounds, the rhythm, the emotion. Understanding will come with time. Phase 3. Shadowing, the weird secret weapon. You know what really helped my speaking? Shadowing. I'd pick a short clip, maybe 1 or 2 minutes long. I'd play one sentence, then pause, and try to repeat exactly how they said it. Same rhythm, same tone, same speed. Sometimes I felt silly, especially when doing this alone in my room. But man, it worked. At first I sounded robotic, but slowly I started to sound more natural. My pronunciation improved and I stopped translating in my head. I just spoke. If you're watching this video and you want to improve your speaking, I seriously recommend trying shadowing. You can start shadowing right here on this channel 10 minutes a day. Just pick a story or topic you like, listen closely, and speak along. It's fun, effective, and only takes a few minutes a day. Phase 4. Reading for pleasure. Once I reached an intermediate level, I started reading books in English, but not boring school books. I picked books I already loved, like Harry Potter. I already knew the story in my language, so I could enjoy the English version without getting lost. Then I started reading blogs, news articles, and even Reddit threads. Reading made my vocabulary explode, and it helped me understand grammar naturally, not from rules. Now let me tell you a quick story. One day, I decided to speak with an American tourist in my city. I was so excited. I finally had the chance to use my English with a real native speaker. So I walked up, smiled, and said, "Hello, I am exciting to speak you." He looked a bit confused, then smiled politely. I realized later I had said "I am exciting" instead of "I am excited." Embarrassing? Yes. But I still remember it, and I never made that mistake again. That's why I always say, mistakes are your best teachers. Don't avoid them, use them. Phase 5. Writing and thinking in English. When I started writing in English, even short journal entries, my brain changed. Instead of thinking in my native language first and translating, I started to form thoughts directly in English. That's a big step toward fluency. Even today, I sometimes write my to-do lists in English. I even dream in English sometimes. Weird, right? Let's wrap it up with some tips that worked best for me. Do English daily. Even 10 minutes a day is powerful. Listen more than you speak at first. Input builds fluency. Use shadowing. Repeat native speakers out loud. Read what you enjoy, not what you should read. Make mistakes. They are part of the process. Think in English. Train your brain to switch naturally. Be patient. Fluency doesn't happen in a month. So yes, it's totally possible to learn English without living abroad. I did it, Thousands of others have done it. You can too. The trick is not talent, it's not money. It's consistency, curiosity, and courage to keep going even when you feel stuck. So if you like this story, try shadowing it. Or write your own How I Learned English story, even if it's just a few lines. If this video inspired you or gave you a boost of motivation, leave a comment and tell me which part spoke to you the most. Or share your favorite tip. I'd love to hear your story too. And remember, English isn't just a language, it's a doorway to the world. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel 10 minutes a day.